Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man. Hey, we're back on Honeydew XL. And I don't have any mod stuff to talk about today, except for one little quick thing so we can get right to the farming. The one little quick thing is I did go in and change the amount that the new stubby holds, and I don't know where he's at. But I did change it. It was way too much. He was struggling too hard. So I dropped it down a little bit. Let's grab, let's see. Let's get this guy started. Has he got potatoes in him? Yes, he does. Let's go get our truck. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit more farming today, a little less mod stuff. Yeah, the only problem with the mod stuff in the last episode was that I kept having to run back and exchange. If you remember, I had to exchange all those Rubicons. So I had to sell each one. Well, there was only two. I had to empty them out. I had to sell them. I had to buy the new ones. I had to come over and fill them back up. And it took a little bit of my farming time. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do this, let me jump back into Potato Guy and put the pipe out. Get him started. Let me go find Stubby, because after I did make that change I said I made, I didn't actually test him. I mean, Stubby will do 100 miles an hour empty. With a full load, he barely did 20 miles an hour, and you can tell that the truck was just struggling like crazy. So I dropped it down to 40, I think, and I may go in and drop it down to 35. Like I said, I haven't tested it yet. And here I said I wasn't going to talk about mods. Of course, this isn't actually mod talk. It's equipment talk, even though it is a mod. So, there he goes. He's got his 40,000. Alright, he's handling it a lot better. He's still a little bit wobbly. But he's handling it a lot better. He goes at least 22 miles an hour. I should actually drop it down to 35, and I think I will drop it down to 35. That's only, 5,000 difference, and it's way too much. This thing should only hold about maybe 20, if that. But he's still struggling a little bit, so I'll do that. Let me jump back over and get the rest of those potatoes. Look, my truck stayed. I've come to the conclusion that the trucks will run for a period of time before the engine stops. I was thinking that it might be distance away from them, but that I don't think that's it. I think they run for a period of time, and then the engine will shut off. And I didn't really mention what I'm talking about. If you remember in the last episode, I changed it so that it's not auto start anymore. I have to physically start and stop my engine, and I was noticing that even after I got out of it, the engine ran for a short period of time, and I wasn't sure whether it was time issue or a distance issue. If I got further away from the truck, if that made any difference. I'm going to push Stubby out of the way. Sorry, Stubby. Uh-oh, maybe I'm not. I'm stuck. No, seriously. Are you kidding? I'm stuck. Oh, jeez. I've screwed up. Let me get Stubby out of the way. Where are you, Stubby? Don't go too far. I might need his assistance. Yeah, jump out of here. I might need Stubby's help. Let's see if I can get this thing rolling again. What's his problem, anyway? He's stuck. There he goes. I don't know what was going on there. Well, we got it. Oh, other thing I did with Stubby is I increased the amount that he unloads, or the quickness. He unloads a lot faster because he was slow, terribly slow. All right, let's jump over and get these combines going here. Let's get this feller moving. Well, I tell you, the potatoes, they take forever. This isn't even a real big field. It still takes forever. Let's jump on the other combines. He's got crop in him, so let's go ahead and get him emptied before we get started again here. Jump up to the other one. And he's full too, so go ahead and start him, and I'll go get my truck. Stubby K. Used to be an actor, comedian type guy named Stubby K. Named my truck after an actor. I'm going to call him Stubby. What the hell? He's the new Stubby, but he's Stubby. Get them both emptied first, and then I'll start them up. It's a beautiful day for farming. Jonathan Girth is nearly a full tank already. That's the potato guy. My goodness, it fills up fast. All right, while he's emptying, we'll go start the other combine. Not that one. This one. All right, we're going to start this guy. Gonna start the engine. Get him started. Go back to this one. There he goes. Get our truck and empty it, and we'll go get those potatoes. He's probably going to be full by the time I get there. Well, maybe not. Well, there he went. Huh. Wasn't sure whether he was actually running, because when I ran through the equipment, it stopped. Now, wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, that last combine wasn't quite full, now that I think about it. I remember I decided to empty him before I even started. Before I started him back up on his run. Now, anybody that watched my last live stream, I was having trouble with the mod in the lower right-hand corner when you're walking through your field and it shows you what your field has needs for, like plowing and fertilizing and stuff like that. I haven't noticed it when I'm just playing the game. I've only noticed it on the last 2 live streams that I lose that mod, or that HUD. It's built into the game. It's not a mod. But that doesn't mean it's not being affected by a mod. And I haven't seen it happen during just making a video. I don't know if that means anything. Oh, I just sold my friggin' corn. Darn it, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, I got lots of corn. You know, wondered when I put that mod so close to the silo if I wasn't going to get confused. And sure enough, I did. So, Potato Guy's probably full by now. We got Rose Crowder up on one of the combines, Alan Green's on the other one, and Jonathan Girth is on field number 1 on potatoes. I'm looking at the mini map over there. You can see who's driving the rigs. Fill her up. I can't remember how many potatoes this harvester holds, but we'll find out in a second here. Oh, 15,000, just like the other combines. All right. Well, let's go over. By the time we get to Rose, she'll probably be full. Boy, this is going to keep me hopping. Well, I might as well. I'm here. I might as well empty it first. And I should go take a look at the rest of the fields, see what we're looking at. This one here is strictly ready to harvest its soybeans. This one, oh wow, I need to be working on this one. It needs weeded. Okay, we can do that. Rose is full. Okay, this is not my field. I don't, oh, it's just, wow. Wow, I didn't know there was this much grass over here. Goodness gracious. Huh. I might have to purchase that field there. Okay, field number 6 is ready to be what you dingered. Seeded. This one's ready to be seeded. So, okay. I need to seed. This one needs lime. Okay. Now the one that just needs weeded, when I seed it, it will be weeded. Because the planter kind of cultivates as it goes. So we do need lime. Where's my liminator? Get my liminator. Might as well get that started. Horses are going nuts over there, I don't know why. Okay, now the pigs have left a mess over there. So I had a question on that mod, and perhaps the pigs had a mess to begin with after I installed the mod, but there's a question on the mod that keeps them 100% clean as to, in my mind, there's a question as to whether it still shows the mess. And that comes from something that I thought I read in the description of the mod about because it said it only changed the script so that that was always 100% clean, and then it said something about the mess, but it didn't use the word mess. It used a word that I thought maybe was lost in translation, and I took it to mean that the animals would still make a mess, but their cleanliness would always be 100%. Could be wrong. It could be that the pigs had made a mess before I installed the mod. So I'll clean up that mess and we'll continue on and see if they continue making a mess. Now I can't remember which field. It wasn't that one. Was it this one? I think it is. Yeah, this is the one. Needs lime. Wow. Straighten out. Fly right, buddy. And there he goes. Right, so they're ready to be done again. Oh gosh, I'm falling behind on my job. Oh, that's Stubby. Sorry, Stubby. Wrong tractor. Wrong truck. Here we go. So yeah, I gotta remember, I'll go clean the pigs up, and then we'll find out if they get dirty again. Ooh, dirty pigs. Yeah, and I didn't want to start seeding yet because I want to do the seeding all at once. I want all the fields ready to be seeded. I don't think it makes any difference, but I just get confused if I end up doing that. I thought that if I got all the fields ready and just did one episode where I just seeded everything, it'd be easier for me than to mix up seeding in between 2 or 3 episodes and get confused as to what I wanted to seed in the first place, what I've seeded, what I haven't seeded, that kind of thing. And I think if I do it that way, then perhaps the weeding and the fertilizing will come due in a progressive order, you know, as to how I've seeded the fields. And I can just go field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however it works. And another load of corn. I watched a movie the other night I haven't seen in a while. A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe. I haven't seen that in quite a while. I watched it the other night. I had to run. I had to pause it after I first started the movie and run in the bathroom and get my towel. So I thought that was rather interesting that I had to do that. Hey, you got to be in character, you know. It's half the fun of it. Aha. Fooled you. I'm not selling it. So I'm still looking for a decent set of trailers. These are fine, but I don't particularly like the fact that they don't work well hooked together. The funny part is that this mod particularly, was actually made to work in tandem. That's what they did. They added the ability to they add hitches to it so that you could hook them together, but they don't work together. It's kind of weird. So in one respect, it's a pretty decent mod because they're nice trailers, but on the other hand, they don't work right, so it isn't a pretty good mod. there's some improvements could be made. All right, grab some taters. They call him tater salad. Are we ever going to be done with the potatoes? I don't know. See, this is the thing. If we had course play, I could set these guys to running. You know, the harvester could harvest and the course play could run the truck back and forth to the silo, and I would be able to be free to do other things. And I wouldn't even notice how long it took. But it is taking forever to do that field. Oh my God, combine's almost ready to be emptied already. Gosh, they're fast. It's keeping me busy. I still haven't looked for a gooseneck trailer for Stubby. I didn't realize that when I got Stubby, I didn't realize there was a hitch in the back. That's kind of interesting. I like that. As long as it doesn't interfere with how much he can haul, I'm a happy camper. Indeed. It's corn time. They're both ready already. Gee whiz. They fill up fast. Even with course play wouldn't be able to keep up with them. They're going so fast. I don't think they'd have time to run in and dump before they were ready to come out and pick them up again. One down, two to go if you're including the potato harvester. Which I guess I am. Since I said one down, two to go. Okay, yeah, I had to stop the recording for a little bit. My controller ran out of power. And I've got 3 of them. The only thing is, only one of them is tuned to the PC. The other 2 are tuned to the Xbox One. So I had to rob Peter PayPal. I stole a controller. What's happening? How come it didn't finish loading that? What's that going on? It does that once in a while. I don't know why. Well, let me see. Why is he doing this? There he goes. What in the world? That was just the craziest thing. Well, okay, I had to fire the driver, though. Alright, I got a new driver now. So, Troy M's on the job. Alright, you go, Troy. Now I've been delayed. Getting back to Potato Guy. These birds are loud. Alright, let's get this emptied. While I'm doing that, I'm putting my controller batteries in a charger here. Maybe. There we go. Put it in the right way, because I don't want to blow the batteries up, if you know what I mean. Let me plug that in. I'm just going to plug it in the PC for the moment. Get that thing charging. And let's move this thing up. Uh-oh. Am I stuck? Uh-oh. I'm stuck. And I'm locked in, too. Oh, no. There he goes. Alright. You have to rock it a little bit. Whatever works, I guess. You know, while that's emptying, let me run over to the piggy pigs. Oh, wait a minute. I need my scoop here. Oh, there is a mess here. Okay, I was hiding it. So I'm thinking that what I read was correct, and it just didn't make sense because of the translation. As to the animals leaving a little bit of a mess. So, guess it doesn't really matter. Well, it does in the long run. If it's physically there, then, and I can put it back in the trough, I guess I should pick it up. It looks like my combines are full again. Okay, so yes, I think that they must still make a mess because I had completely cleaned that up. That's why this thing was there, because I had used it. All right, here we go. Let's see if this will do the trick. There you go, pigs. I'm sure the sheep probably need it too, but oh, wait a minute. I didn't shut the engine off. Okay, let's get over and get this picked up before they decide to shut their engines down. I don't know if there's a hired worker, if it works that way or not. No sense taking a chance, so let's get over here. Wage payment? Who am I paying? Oh, never mind. I got combines running. Paying the combine drivers. Yeah, if and when they do come out with Courseplay, I'm going to have to get new equipment or so. These pieces of equipment don't match. The headers on the two combines are different sizes, so If I was using Courseplay, I'd have to have two different routes for each field. One for this combine, one for the other one, because they're different headers. And that doesn't make any sense, so. We're getting a lot of corn, though. I got some of my money back. Oh, I was going to go take a look at that grass field. Let's see. I'll look at the map. Let me get this guy emptying out here, and I'll look at the map and see exactly where that was. I'm hoping I can buy just the grass field and not, a ton of things around it. It was right, let's see, we're going south, so it was right below field 5, or no. Yeah, 5's the big one, isn't it? Yeah, I'll look at it here in a minute. Get this heavy truck over. Get it unloaded. Well, it's this coming weekend that I start my big trip in Elite Dangerous. I'm going to head out to the other side of the galaxy. It's going to take over 6 months, I think they said, to do this trip. Me and 8,000 other people. I'd be interested to find out how many actually follow through. A lot of people don't. They get into it, they get bored, and they'll come back. A lot of people only have one account, and so if they go on a trip like this, they can't do anything else in the rest of the galaxy. So if there's interesting things happening in the bubble, and they call the bubble the civilized area of planets, the populated parts of the not I said planet, didn't I? The populated parts of the galaxy they call the bubble. Anyway, if there's things that are interesting going on there and you only have one account, you're stuck out there for 6 months. So I have 3 accounts, 2 of them on PC and one of them on PlayStation. So I can still do things, in the populated bubble. I know a couple people have 5 and 6 accounts. That's a bit much in my opinion. I thought I was crazy for having 3. Now, granted, the one person I know of that's got 5 or 6 accounts, this is what he does for a living. He's got a YouTuber, and he only does, Elite Dangerous pretty much. So, for him to get the footage and to be in one place and another where things are happening, he's got to have a different account that he can leave in that area. So that makes sense. For me, the PlayStation was kind of I had people that had the PlayStation, they wanted my opinion on how it played and help with it and stuff, and I said, well, I can't do that if I don't have it, so I bought it on the PlayStation. And the 2 PC accounts are obvious because I just mentioned that if I'm out doing a lot of heavy exploring out there where you're hours and hours and hours away from the populated bubble, you pretty much need 2 accounts if you want to do anything locally. And you don't want to get bored with the games. A lot of people get bored with the game if you're doing the same stuff all the time. So what I mean by that is you can be an explorer and you can be out there exploring the galaxy and bringing all your data in from all the planets that you find, and you scan and you get all the information. When you get back, you get paid very well for that. So you can make money exploring and finding new places out there. And the thrill of being out in space and the danger that you might run out of fuel and be stuck out there forever, or you might try to land on a planet and blow your ship up, and there's a little bit of danger aspect in being out there by yourself. So there's that. if you were doing exploring, let's say, which is I do a lot of, and I explore for a couple hours and I'm bored. I'm not necessarily bored, but okay, I've had enough exploring today. And I'd like to do some combat. Well, okay, I can't because I'm out in space, and I don't have my combat ship. I've got my exploration ship. So if I had 2 or 3 accounts, or even just 2, I could just jump on the other account, grab my fighter, go out and do some combat quests, or if I want to do some mining or something like that. Mining is real big now. They just improved the mining in the game. They've improved the exploration in the game. There's been some major changes in the functioning. And so if I was out in space for 6 months and, oh man, there's new mining and there's gold runs. There's gold strikes out there where you can make billions of dollars in a short period of time doing mining, because mining's a big deal right now. Can't do it. Stuck out in space for 6 months. Well, wait, I got a second account. Anyway, yeah, the big trip starts for U.S. 1 o'clock in the friggin' morning. Since the game is made in the UK, their starting time is 8 o'clock in the evening. For us, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. For Australia, it's even later than that, or earlier, as the case may be. I'll tell you right now, I'm not staying up till friggin' 1 o'clock in the morning just so I can jump out of space with everybody else. For 2 reasons. One, I'm not staying up that late for me just to do that. And the other is they're going to break the friggin' servers anyway, trying to jump that many people. Because you can't. You can't. The servers only hold so many people. So I'd just soon wait till the next morning, and I'm just a few hours behind. But you're going to do jumps and segments anyway. So I think they figured something like an hour to 2 hours a day, and you'll keep up with the rest of the fleet. Now, that's just jump time. That's just travel time. If what we do is we schedule a route. Let's say we're going to go 1,000 light years or 1,500 light years every day. Okay, so you spend your hour or 2 getting to the destination, land your planet, or you either shut your game off and wait till the next day and do the next jump, or land onto a planet where you can meet up with people and go out and have games with your SRBs. Your SRBs are your Land Rovers. Once you land your ship, you can get out in a Land Rover type thing and drive around, explore, that kind of thing. Or if you have a bigger ship like I've got some fighter ships that I can launch, and you can kind of fly around the planet and do stuff. If you do that, it's going to take longer than a couple hours a day if you want to. You're not relegated to just a couple hours a day. Looks like the cornfield's done. I wish the potato field was done. Is it all going to fit in this one trailer? Is it? It didn't. Pretty close, though. Alright, here we go. Just gonna park these guys for a minute, get in the truck, take our corn, because I know my potato guy's waiting for me. I just know it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Come on, corn. Get out of there so I can put some taters in you. Oh, dang it. I was going to go look at that field. Let me go look at that field. All right, let's see where it was. It was on the end of field number 5, south here, I think. Bottom of field 5. Okay, yeah. Bottom of field 5. Let's see here. Take a look at the land here, and it's this area right here. Now wait a minute, it says I own it. I own that. Are you kidding? Oh my god, I didn't know it. I did not know I owned that already. I could have been mowing that crap. Oh man. Okay, now I may be wrong, because distance, I got pretty far away from this truck. When I came back, he wasn't running. Maybe, I don't know now if it's distance or is it time. Or both. Maybe it's both. Doesn't really matter. Just curious. Just curious. In case somebody asks me, is it, then I can say, oh, it's definitely, time issue. I don't think it is now. I got pretty far away from it. I can't believe that. I've been struggling to find grass, working around the fields and stuff, to find out that I own a great big patch of grass down there. Holy smokes. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do anything in this episode, but next episode, I'm going to work on the grass down there. And I wish we had course play again, because I could make a course down there. Doesn't really matter. Just takes more time, my own personal time. Alright, I don't have to go in with this. I can wait and get another load. Let me just get it off field, though. There we go. Alright, let's get this fella. Okay, so here's the thing. I had Stubby running, and I got off of Stubby and I went just around the farm here for quite some time, and he still was running. Eventually, I think he stopped. Put this guy away. Where do I have him parked? Doesn't matter. Let's put him in here. Alright, I'm going to start Stubby. And then I'm going to run all the way down field number 5. Yeah, it's not taking very long. Oh, wow. There's more grass down here. Shoot! Look at all the grass down here. Alright, now let me run back. Didn't take me long to do this. And I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like. Share it with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. And he's still running. So it isn't distance, it's time. Anyway, I'll see you again in the next episode. In the meantime, happy farming.